sort of like a photo album as I look at everyone, and then the video clips start to roll. And I said to Jackie, too, there's a lot of reality TV in there as well. As I think about where we've been.
Speak up, please.
What's that?
Speak up a little louder, please.
No, that's the first time in my life anyone's ever said that. Thank you. I will. So thank you for coming. It's a great day for us, and even more so that you're all here. As we thought about what we want to do to pay tribute and honor my mother and maybe tease her a little bit, we thought about two things. We thought about the fact that growing up there were a lot of sacrifices. We got lots of kids and not a lot of other stuff. There's sacrifices all the time. And then we also thought about the dream that she had ever since we were tiny. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about some of the sacrifices and help you share in my mother seeing one of her lifelong dreams. So, she's scared to death right now. You're all thinking, Marilyn, what have you done? So first, all of the sacrifice will be summarized in a funny story. Now, you all know about the National Lampoon Vacations. So the comedy from that actually came out of the Seaward, Pennsylvania vacation. Some of you know some of this. But the one and only vacation we ever took was to Pennsylvania. So the idea is that you think about National Lampoon, there were two really, really popular movies. Lots of people getting in a station wagon going cross country, lots of humor in that. And the other one was Christmas Vacation, where you get an extended family into a little house for a family event. So that was our vacation, and they had to make two movies to replicate it. But so it starts out, we're all going to, 6 people living in a little house. So to vacate and have fun, we're going to all get into a little station wagon. Then drive a day and a half to stay with relatives in another little house with 8 people, or with 12 people, on the day of their oldest daughter's wedding. So we're planning to stay, but I'm not too sure about that. So I'll give you a beginning and the end, but the day we're leaving, one kid has to go in for braces, another kid has to go I'm not sure I want to go up there. I didn't know you guys were up there. Can't turn my back on my sister. And the other kid had to go to the doctor because he couldn't really move his neck, so we got out of town late. I'm not making this up. We get out of town late.
It was probably from, yeah, you're getting braces, I know.
Oh, memories. And so, with everything else you might expect with, all these people in a station wagon, we roll into the house where we're going to stay 2 hours before the wedding. Here we are, here's our luggage, where am I going to sleep? It was madhouse. So fast forward to, there's lots of stuff happening, but I will say that the man that owned the house was a very particular guy, nice little Cape Cod with a custom interior. And I'm dead sure that when we left he had to call the painter because it was a madhouse. But we had fun. Way home, just to summarize all of this vacation, we're riding along on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and a truck comes past us going really fast because we were moving fast. Let's get home, get this over with. And a large woman is leaning out the window, gesturing. Can't hear what she's saying, but her mouth's moving really fast. Finally, she points back. We all look out the back of the window, and there across the Pennsylvania Turnpike is this rainbow of color that used to be our luggage. Can you imagine? Suitcases and unmentionables and everything. So the vacation ends with all of us dodging semis, and my mother with a piece of hides that you just wouldn't believe. So we had fun, but I don't remember anybody asking anyone, "Hey, when do we do that?" So that's growing up. Not just lifelong dreams. From the time I was this tall. It started with this slow cadence where my mother would talk about the Lennon sisters. Okay. I like Jan, so I'll confess it. And then she started talking about the Von Trapp family.
Oh, there you go.
And then, of all things, it was the Osmonds. And my mom, when she knows what she wants, she goes after it. So I remember these rehearsals that we had, 2 or 3, until she finally gave up on the fact that we'd ever do what we were told to do. But the one thing she did do is she stood over us when it was time to go into middle school and made sure that we all played an instrument. So my recollection is there's a page of pictures. It wasn't, are you going to play? It's what you're going to play, right? So there were 3 of us played brass. I chose trombone. There's, maybe a little aggression in that, but there's nothing hostile. Looking at my fellow trombone player there, you know what it's all about. And some string players and whatnot and so forth. So we all played an instrument, but we never made it to the level of public performance that was my mother's dream. Till today. So what we have to help realize my mother's dream, we've got the debut and the final performance of our group. And close the doors. The big debate was when we do this. Well, we should do it towards the end of the party. So, Mom, we haven't named our group because after arguing about this for 20 years and minutes of a rehearsal, we just couldn't come up with a name to retire in 3 minutes. So, this is for you. Oh, Jackie knows where I'm supposed to sit.
Ready?
Well,
Ready.
ready.
Friscolette tippity tippity da. Ci va a suonare, chi si suona, non si suona, quando si suona, un saxofono, un saxofono, un friscolette tippity tippity da. Ehi compare, ci va a suonare, chi si suona, un mandolino, quando si suona, un mandolino, un mandolino, saxofono, un friscolette, compare, si va a suonare, chi si suona, un violino, ma quando si suona, un violino, sing, sing, un violino, sing, sing, un mandolino, un saxofono, un friscolette, e compare, si va a suonare, chi si suona, la strumenta, ma quando si suona, la strumenta, la strumenta, zing, zing, violino, ring, ring, mandolino, saxofono, un friscolette, saxophone,